Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reacting to the latest, this is the title track from Fifty's debut, re-debut, technically second mini-album. This is called SOS. Now, if you saw my reaction to Starry Night, you know I absolutely loved that song. Played it on repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Uh, it might be, it's definitely in the top five of my most replayed songs from this year. Uh, Other songs are like Deja Vu from TXT and Ascendio from IVE that I can recall. I know there's others, obviously, but this is way up there and is easily a Song of the Year contender for me. So, really looking forward to SOS. Now, also, after this music video, I'm going to make a separate video. I thought about doing it at the end of this one, but I decided not to because I'm going to have to credit two different videos, essentially. I saw that Fifty is doing a live performance of the English version on Hello 82's channel. So, if you enjoyed this reaction, then join me over there for watching that next video. That'll be the next video that gets posted right after this one. But anyway, let's go check out 50 with SOS. Got a smooth groove early on. It's almost got like a little Spanish vibe to it, just a little bit. Beautiful vocals again. Ducky. Cool choreo there with the SOS. This is nice. Got the birds flying around at night. It's like a little balloon festival. Ducky's back. Run away, Ducky. Is there more? No. Okay. Okay, so really pretty song. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, I had mentioned at one point that there was a part that kind of had like a little Spanish vibe to it. I felt like maybe I was hearing little Spanish guitar, just a little. Obviously, that part went away, especially in the second half as they moved more into the. It's not really a club beat. I'm not really sure how to phrase that because I'm not super well versed on music genres, but anyway, it got more upbeat and more like the bass was more accentuated. Um, for anyone not familiar, SOS is an old term. Used to be save our ship in Morse code. Uh, it was like a distress signal, and so nowadays we just think of SOS being a distress signal. Um, so yeah, they're calling out for help in this song, and it seems to be a song about you know they had these hardships before, and now they're starting to come out of the other side because there's someone there waiting for them, calling for them. So we'll go through it a second time and break down the lyrics, and we'll see what we find here. And 50-50 on the bus. I didn't see that the first time. This quiet night so dark. So they're just talking about all of the like the quiet and the maybe they're referencing, like I said, those bad times from before. Um, maybe this almost feeling of isolation. Uh, time stopped. Even the starlight is dark midnight. Quiet night so dark. Like there's no light. There's no joy here. So dark. Even the smile I put on. So I wasn't sure. I caught this the first time, but I wasn't sure if this was a typo or if this was just a weird way of phrasing it. So it says, even the smile I put on my force feels unfamiliar. I don't know if it should have said, even the smile I put on by force feels familiar, or if it's even the smile I put on my face feels familiar. But I assume that what they're getting at is either way, they're forcing a smile, and they're doing it so that they can keep up appearances, but they're not happy, right? They don't have that joy or that light right now in this part of the story. Okay, and then the light shines on her. And you can almost see like that forced smile there. But she's watching them. And is this their Starry Night video? Or was that the original 50-50? Was like, so I saw a fifth member, but I wasn't sure if the fifth member was basically her seeing herself separately as the group was running by. I'm almost curious. See, like, this girl is standing back here by herself. The other four are just running along, but they're blurred out. And she's the only one we actually get a close-up on. Alright, so again, going back to the having no joy, they literally say, going round and round and round, I'm blue. So, like, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm going through the motions. I'm sad. Voice echoing in my ears won't let me down. So that could be the voice in their head, or it could be this distant voice that's calling out to them. All right, so now SOS, I'm calling. It's a cute little SOS choreo there with the hands, but they're calling out. They're sending out their distress signal. Beautiful vocals here, too. Message her deep within my heart. So, can you hear my SOS? Like, I'm sending out this signal. I'm hoping anyone can hear me that can save me and, you know, bring me some joy. Open your ears to the truth in you, and then unmute. So, like, open your ears, you know, make yourself available to hear, but also unmute, you know, make it to where you can hear my call, my plea. Okay, so of course in the first playthrough I talked about the ducky a lot. Mr. Quackles over here. But so the line here, the moment after that, the moment I open the door, I see a little spark. So when they were closed off, the darkness, the isolation, calling out the SOS, all that, maybe they're kind of in a prison of their own making, and they're in a closed room, but all they have to do is open the door and they see a little sliver of light, little spark, and it chased away the darkness. Yeah, pushed away the dark before I knew it, because even just a little light makes the darkness retreat. I'm still not sure why why are we so prominently featuring this duck? I'm not mad, but like, maybe it's an Aflac commercial. I don't know. Quack, quack. You got the... Oh, I didn't see the tear the first time. That's sad. Okay, all the noise... The light pushed away the darkness before I knew it. All the noise... That's not my voice. Cut it. So... I'm not quite sure how they're meaning this line, because you could take it in a few different ways, and context matters. You know, she's crying here, so when she says that's not my voice, cut it, she could be saying, like, you put someone else's voice over mine, I don't like it, take it out. Or she could be saying that, like, sure, that is her voice that she hears calling out with that SOS, but it does, like, it sounds so foreign to her, like she's sounding and saying things that she really doesn't feel like are her, and she's telling herself to cut it out. Yeah, there's just a few different ways that you could look at this. I'll write down the first word of my story, so I will start this the way I want. Then we had like the stacked mattresses, like Princess and the Pea type of thing here. Okay, so here... going round and round and round, I'm through. So before we had I'm blue. Alright, so I'm through could be I'm through being sad, or I'm through as in like I've got a breakthrough here. The voice I can hear a bit more clearly, I believe, is the person that's calling out to her. And I believe that's the fans, you know, cheering them on type of thing. You know, they're coming out of this dark period where they weren't sure that they were going to have a future, even though obviously they kept working for it, and they wanted so desperately to be there, and now they're starting to see the light at this part of the song. This could also be their own voice too, like, now the voice in my head is telling me, you know, that I'm going to make it, kind of thing. But because it's them, from the perspective of them sending out the SOS and them making that call, I think it is, they're saying, like, the person that's answering that SOS won't let me down. Alright, so someone's calling me. She sees this light. Of course, here it's the moon, but you know, we're seeing this light cut through the darkness, and it's representative of someone calling. And then, of course, we have the birds, which you would normally only see during the daytime, but they're flying at night, representing that that freedom almost. I'll answer you, so don't worry. You call, and I'll answer. I won't look away from myself again, so I won't be sad and isolated again, because I'll always have you, and I can rely on you, and I can rely on me now. We drop out the instruments, and we have this cute balloon festival, which kind of, if this had been shot at night, you could have easily replaced these balloons with like lanterns. Now it's raining. I don't know where the rain came from. This looks like where VCHOS shot their video. Now they're in some random maze, which is mostly CGI'd. Ducky. Wado wado wado. Very nice. I enjoyed this one. I think Starry Night is... I like Starry Night better, but this one was a really good song too. Alright guys, so that is the reaction for 50/50 with SOS. And yeah, I only very, very briefly touched on this one. But ignoring the previous controversy, like, this group looks like they're going to be a fantastic group. I'm very excited for them. They sound amazing for these first two songs, and the vocal, I don't even know what you would call it, like vocal exhibition, whatever. We reacted to it, like they put out a clip where they did two songs, like covers, before they had Starry Night come out. So yeah, I'm not really sure what you would call that, but whatever it is, between these two official songs and that video with the two covers, that, yeah, they sound great. And like I said, I'm looking forward to what they've got coming up. So gonna be definitely buying this album. But shout out to the Patreons, they'll be right up here. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you're not familiar, we have a Patreon. There's free stuff over there, and there's paid subscriber content. Subs get access to the things that I can't put here on the YouTube, like I'm planning on reacting to the ISAC like sports competition that the idols do, along with, you know, we've got concerts over there and survival shows. Subs also get prioritized requests sent to the top of the request queue every month. So yeah, feel free to check that stuff out. If you're not familiar with the request queue, there is a link to it in the description below. And if you want to get to the top of that list, but you don't really want to deal with Patreon, then you can sponsor a request through the PayPal link that's available down there. And the one-time payment will send you to the top of the list behind the Patreon users. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'll catch you for the next one. Remember, next video is going to be shorter because we're not going to break down the lyrics. But it's going to be the live version of them singing English for this song. So, looking forward to it. See you there.